Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon. This is your weekly reading for Aries. How are you guys? Hope all's well. This could be any aspect of your life. Take it how it best resonates. Okay, so we have the Hierophant. Yeah, so there definitely was a passionate new beginning, but it has to do with rules, regulations, schedules, habits, structure. Yeah, something ended here because of the way someone was conducting themselves. Yeah, it's interesting because there was a passionate beginning, a spark, attraction. I mean, it could be somebody here ending something because they're starting something new. But it would be someone ending because of the way someone's behaving. I mean, it could be someone who wasn't loyal or faithful. Yeah. And now we have the Nine of Wands. So this is Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands, I see. So something's bothering this person. But I do feel this is someone feeling, looking back, feeling beat up, giving up. Someone's just giving up. See, it's time to move on, time to end a situation. Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands. This is something really bothering someone here. But it has to do with somebody wanting to start something new. And they do feel like giving up, but this is someone who's not going to give up. They're ending something and they're coming in. This is someone putting something behind. Yeah, it's a person making choice in love here. See their path in love and making choices. There's definitely spark, desire, and an attraction. The opportunity, it's the start of something. So someone's ending something. And I feel like it's something that was already on its way out because there's someone who already felt like just giving up. So if you've been giving up on someone, don't give up because I feel like there's opportunity. But it's about someone making a choice here. It's a person being cautious, careful what they wish for. But it's definitely an energy of someone who not just playing it safe and being cautious, but somebody definitely isn't getting something they want. I mean, there's an attraction, the start, but it's something maybe starts and ends because of the way someone's behaving. Now, often this is someone who's using their body. But I feel for most of you, see someone ending it, but I feel like what's happening is someone's being careful. They're looking at this, but I feel somebody isn't getting what they want. They're not getting what they want. This is somebody in an energy of where they feel content. They have what they need. But someone isn't content. They're not getting what they want. So they're ending it. They've given up and putting this behind. But there's definitely a spark and an attraction. Yeah, so we have the moon. There's been a lot of confusion, things that are unknown. Someone feeling kind of confused. But I feel it's an energy of illusion or delusion here. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely a passionate new beginning and then something ends because of how someone's conducting themselves. I don't know if it's somebody felt somebody wasn't loyal or faithful. It is possible, but it's usually someone's lifestyle, the way they conduct themselves. Schedules, routines, structure. Yeah, so it is an energy of two people coming apart. Somebody wanting to start something new. So they're ending something. So something is definitely ended. Here's putting something behind. But it's a person who obviously isn't quite over something. But it's how somebody's conducting themselves. So let's look. Tell me about this. Yeah. Someone's comparing someone to someone else. Should I or shouldn't I? And we have a single person. This is someone trying to decide if they want to be single or not too. But someone's comparing someone to someone else. Somebody looks good, they take care of themselves. But it's like it didn't go anywhere. It ended. Or somebody just wanted, they were attracted to someone. There was a spark. Because it is about love. It's about two people coming together, a spark attraction. But it's about two people who should be building each other up. But for some reason, it's how somebody was behaving. Their lifestyle, their habits. See, somebody here definitely looks good. They take care of themselves. But it's somebody having to end something first. So yeah, we have a person waiting. See, this is someone who waits for the right person. But it's also someone expanding their horizons. And often waiting for a situation to come to fruition. So somebody was waiting for something to end. It's like they probably knew it was going to happen. Intuition. Yeah. Yeah. Someone here is feeling the ship has sailed. It's too late. Like something was already on its way out, I feel. Let's have a look at the Nine of Wands. Why is this here? Yeah, this is someone who felt beat up. They just felt like giving up on love. But now there's this attraction. Someone who's attractive, they're single. They're definitely, I feel, single, technically, but waiting for it to over. In other words, waiting for the dust to settle before starting something new. But someone's definitely expanding their horizons, waiting for this situation to come to fruition. So beautiful. We got a person all full of love here. This is someone who's definitely wanting love. There's love. But it's somebody making choices. Now we have someone who's curious. See, they're learning. They're very curious. But it's possible someone didn't tell somebody that they were, possibly newly single or just, attracted to them. But it's definitely an energy of a commitment or relationship ending. I feel the spark died. The flame went out is what I feel it's telling me. No longer attracted to someone, or just somebody wasn't faithful or loyal to. Yeah. But it's habits, patterns, lifestyle. Someone definitely is looking out for themselves. They take care of themselves. It's someone who looks good. But someone here, there's nothing that compares. If someone has choice, nothing compares. And I do think there's been procrastination. Like, should I or shouldn't I? So I feel this is someone who kind of decided to just wait for this to be over. Just wait. Yeah. And I do see it, this is someone here curious, wanting to know. There's curiosity, but it's about clarity, clearing something up, communication. But it has to do with also someone who probably didn't tell someone something here that they should have. So let's have a look at that. I mean, it could be someone who's curious in someone else. See, once it's over, then they feel like they need to expand their horizons and look elsewhere. So it's possible somebody here didn't tell somebody. They maybe have had some choices here. Yeah. Let's have a look at the Nine of Cups. Yeah, so someone definitely feels responsible. Something was bothering them. Yeah. And it could be someone learning that it's bothering you, but it has to do with someone with a lot of weight on their shoulders, under a lot of pressure. So they're trying to be a little cautious. But I feel we have someone who ended something because they didn't get what they wanted. So I think this is bothering this person too. Like, I feel this is someone generally with good morals and values. See, it's about shared values. I think what happened is this person was with somebody, they just didn't have the same values. I feel it's sort of like falling out of love. Two people just don't get each other. But this is somebody making this choice here. What does this King of Cups want? I feel this is someone here kind of kept it all to themselves. See, it's very emotional. I mean, it could be someone has a little bit of, somebody looks really good, they look great. Maybe they have a fear of intimacy or emotional intimacy. But it's definitely something they kept to themselves here. It's definitely something deeply emotional is bothering this person. So I feel they didn't tell you. It's often a person who doesn't like to bother other people with their problems. But they were definitely under a lot of pressure. They have a lot of weight on their shoulders. This is someone who can generally handle a lot. They can carry that heavy load. But yeah, it's definitely something they kept to themselves. So now we have someone wanting to ask someone out. So I do feel, like I say, this could be somebody who's waiting for something to end. And I do feel if you had a date with this person, there was a little bit of confusion. Maybe they were confused or you were left confused. Yeah. But it is somebody who kept something to themselves. Someone who doesn't like to bother other people with their burdens, you know, all their baggage, whatever it may be. But you can see the sun is shining. They're letting this go. Someone here probably wants to get something off their chest. But let's have a look at this King of Cups. Yeah, someone ready for new. See, shining a light, they're curious. So something that they've learned is making them happy. See, this is generally somebody who's very positive, high vibrational, generally a very happy person, but it's about being ready for new. Yeah, tell me about the Page of Swords. Yes, two people likely come apart. Someone didn't tell someone they had just come apart from someone. They may have told some things. There's no lies. They're just not telling someone, because it's someone who doesn't want to bother someone with their problems. But I do see someone, you go on a date and then it becomes very clear that something's bothering someone. Yeah. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. Yeah. It's an energy of someone who'd walked away. Someone had just walked away from a situation. And I do feel it's two people come together and it kind of didn't go anywhere because someone decided to walk away and wait for something to end and then come in and ask someone out. So it's about somebody with actually very good morals and values. But I do feel they were dealing with someone they just weren't on the same page. It's lifestyle habits, the way someone lives their lives. I mean, there's definitely comparing. Two people may be attractive, but one person may be living above their means. They may have a lot of debt, or they don't pull their weight, or, you know, that kind of energy. Yeah. But there's nothing that compares because they want to start this. So now this is somebody ready to go down this path. It's about the two of you coming together. Yeah. So I do think there's going to be, I mean, it's an energy of searching for new. And you can see this is someone looking to see if you've started something new. Yeah, they're shining a light, see, looking for clarity. They definitely are seeing things clearly, but it's about clearing this up. It's bothering them. It's weighing heavily on them. Or maybe they've learned that it's bothering you. Maybe they didn't follow through, or they weren't reliable, or someone blaming someone else for what someone else did, whatever it may be. Yeah, it all has to do with baggage in the end. But the sun is shining, see, it's about clearing things up. Yeah, so someone here, you know, felt something was a little off. And I mean, it could be yourself. Felt something was off with this person, like they maybe weren't acting right, or they didn't come in right. But this is also this person, you know, they're kind of taking a step back. I mean, this is when somebody ends something, everything feels off. Nothing feels right. It's not normal, okay? It feels off, so... But yeah, this is someone taking a step back, seeing things. I mean, I do feel some of you have dealt with someone who doesn't follow society's rules. They do things their own way. See, it has to do with morals, and it's two people may have gone their separate ways because of it. Someone was just focused on that physical attraction, see, coming together. But I feel like, you know, I mean, there is a little bit of fear of emotional intimacy. I mean, there's some sort of secret. It's possibly somebody wasn't faithful or loyal to someone. And some of you may have dealt with this, but I'm definitely seeing a single person and I definitely see someone comparing someone to someone else as far as looks, attraction. Yeah, nothing compares, but someone here lives above their means. Someone robs Peter to pay Paul. They have debt, or they just aren't someone who you could depend on, you know. I mean, it's often people don't want to start something, especially if they have debt, or they don't want to take on someone who has debt, because if you make a commitment, you take on the debt. So there's things that are definitely unknown and confusion, but someone's taking a step back, seeing things from a different light. They're feeling differently. They're seeing it differently now. Seeing it a whole different light, yeah. So someone feeling a little bit like a fool. But I also see this energy yourself, Aries, of reflecting on this. Some of you have definitely left something behind yourself, but this has to do with going down this path. So it has to do with taking a leap of faith and taking a risk. If somebody is just coming apart from someone and you took a leap of faith, I don't know whether you knew or not. Some of you may have known, others of you maybe didn't. and just took a leap of faith. But the light, there is things being cleared up. Now, it could be this person in this energy too, feeling a little bit like a fool. I see Virgo, Gemini, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I mean, they're energies. It's how people are feeling. A lot of Gemini energy. See two people coming apart. But it really, I mean, it's just energy. The Lovers is Gemini energy, where two people are supposed to build each other up, not tear each other down, right? That's what it's all about. Yeah, and I think this person, they're definitely shining a light. They're seeing things different. But I do think some of you are, someone's looking to see if you've started something new. Some of you are already off on another path. Maybe you're dating someone else. But I wouldn't be surprised this person feels like a fool, because it's like they weren't seeing what was right in front of them. Let's have a look at the Fool. Aha. Someone here definitely learning to look before they leap, but someone's being enlightenment. See, it's win or lose. Someone taking a leap of faith, a risk. But you can see the Sword, the clarity. There's insight. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. Yeah. So someone's cup runneth over. It looks like a fresh new start. And I do think some of you have another opportunity coming in. It may be somebody here unknown. Often when you see this energy with the Moon, it's often something that's not yet meant to be known. Often it's secret, but there's definitely this energy of a bit of a mystery and confusion for sure. Yeah, someone's cup runneth over. Now we've got these aces, 3 aces here. See, someone's comparing someone to someone else. But the thing is something may be off with both. Who knows? And that's what I feel. Someone who has choices. Someone may have chosen another person. I feel there's someone here who's not telling someone that they have choices, or that they had just come apart from someone. It's one or the other. Yeah. Because I do see this taking a leap of faith, this risk. See, someone's looking at it. Well, what have I got to lose, right? Now, I don't know if this is yourself or the other person, but this person's comparing one to the other. As far as looks, nothing compares, but someone here is robbing Peter to pay Paul, juggling money. They may have debt, all these things. But this is someone definitely looking for answers. It has to do with why. So it has to do with someone who's not telling someone why. Yeah, see, it has to do with why. And it's because someone here maybe feels two people just aren't on the same page, lifestyles, morals, values. But I also feel that somebody here was dealing with somebody who wasn't faithful. Yeah. Maybe a secret here. I don't know, but I mean, we have a person putting something behind. A 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Somebody wasn't over something. But this is, this isn't Wands, pardon me. This is the 9 of Wands is here. And then we have the 9 of Cups. So this is about someone didn't get what they wanted. Somebody who doesn't want to commit. So there could be someone who's non-committal. When it's time to take it to the next level, it just doesn't go anywhere. Someone was between two worlds, though. Definitely, they weren't over something. But I feel after a period of time, this is someone feels two people just aren't on the same page. I mean, there's things being learned here. Two people just don't have the same lifestyle or the way they live their day-to-day lives. But some of you definitely have this new coming in, so sun's shining, something new. It's saying to trust your intuition, okay, your inner knowing. I feel some of you already know the answers you're seeking, but I do think we have a person who's keeping all their feelings to themselves. They're keeping it all in. I feel like you have a person coming in. You probably know who this is. I mean, it could be where you just connected with this person that didn't go anywhere because they were ending a relationship. But if someone chose someone else and that also came to an end, or it didn't go anywhere because there was no commitment. Now, I don't know if someone's keeping secrets where they actually weren't faithful, because I do see that. But I actually feel like we have two people who aren't on the same page and two people who are. So, and I do feel this is somebody here kind of confused. They can't quite put their finger on it, what it is that's bothering them about someone. But I think they already know the answers they're seeking. Yeah, let's have a look at the Hierophant. Yeah, we have someone letting go of some baggage from a past relationship. Because it is definitely some of you, that's the situation. Someone who's never really let go. Okay, so if this is yourself where you took a leap and started something, you never really let go of the past and you've been keeping it to yourself, this person's figuring it out. It's bothering them, but it could go the other way. But the star is an energy of hope, where someone's feeling like there's some kind of hope. Now's a good time. This is about being real. Someone wasn't being real. That's what it is. We got a person wearing a mask, hiding their true self. And it could have to do with their finances, where they weren't stable or reliable. They had weight or debt. Yeah, so very interesting. But yeah, I feel for most of you, it's really just, I mean, there's a couple scenarios, obviously. But yeah, someone couldn't put their finger on it. Something was bothering them. I mean, it could be yourself in that way. Maybe you took a risk with this person anyway. But yeah, there's that aha moment, the moment of truth here. And I do feel somebody wasn't being themselves. They weren't showing their true self. Now, I wonder if this is somebody here living above their means or acting that, I don't know. Because it is about material things. Nine of Pentacles is someone who has a lot of pretty things, material things. They have a lot of stuff. So interesting. But yeah, this is definitely, no one compares to that, the physical attraction. But I wouldn't be surprised there's somebody here who actually had two and they were juggling. Because it has to do with coming together. See, maybe you had an agreement with someone and they didn't fulfill the agreement to spend time or to take things to the next level. Yeah, but I feel like some of you got new coming in regardless. It's all about releasing this past and letting it go. Somebody definitely was wearing a mask. They weren't showing their true self. The star shows that. See, it never served to this person because they didn't show their true self. Because the other person's feeling something's not right. They're hiding something. Because it's a person who's pretty powerful intuition. But it's interesting because I do feel somebody here is definitely in their feels. You got a person who wants to start something. I mean, they're in their feels. It's about expressing themselves. So if you have a choice to make, you may have I've often, it's somebody who's a bit of a secret admirer. They just keep it to themselves and don't say anything. Waiting for two people to come apart. But definitely somebody wasn't showing their true self. See, it's about being real, being yourself. Maybe this person felt that you weren't, or you felt that way with them. And it may even nothing to do with you. It could have been another person. Because I definitely feel someone's comparing someone here. But something, see, it's where they're like robbing Peter to pay Paul, living above their means. Yeah, but see, somebody waited for something to end. So I feel it's somebody who possibly just wanted to come in right. Definitely something here where it never went to the next level too. So I do see an energy of respect and self-respect and self-worth. So it's an energy of your respect makes you more desirable. So someone's finding you very desirable because of this self-respect and self-worth, because it never went to the next level. Somebody definitely wasn't giving in. But it's like almost like something was, and I feel maybe yourself, that something was bothering this person. Maybe they didn't come in as themselves. But it's all going to be let go of now. If this is someone, see, there it is, Nine of Cups, weren't showing their true self. See, they didn't get what they wanted. See, nobody really got what they wanted here. And I mean, it's about showing your true selves, but it's also looking, if anything, looking at the reality of the situation, because things are about to get real. So, yeah, I don't know if somebody was a little full of themselves here. I wouldn't be surprised there was someone who's a little bit full of themselves. They need to release this. It didn't serve them. It really wasn't in their best interest. Because I do think somebody here lives above their means, robs Peter to pay Paul. They're a little full of themselves. In other words, a little bit of an ego. Yeah. And you can take this however it resonates, but it's all about getting the cup filled. See, two people being cautious, playing it safe. It's not like you're hiding anything necessarily, but it's two people who are being very, very cautious. So nobody got what they wanted. So now we have this King of Cups coming in. They're having a little aha moment. They've gone within, they're thinking about this. And I definitely feel as if someone is actually admiring someone secretly. Yeah, interesting energy, but there's the cup. The cup is coming in. You're about to get something you want. You can see an offer, an opportunity, an invitation, people getting together. There's good news. So they're happy. They're hearing something. They're hearing good news. So some of you really are maybe between two worlds here. But it's really just about going down this path. Someone's looking at the path they were on, reflecting the path they were on, and now going down this path. And I see a reason to celebrate, people possibly getting together. But yeah, it's all about the cup. Nobody got what they wanted. And I don't feel like two people were purposely not being themselves. It's just because someone was between two worlds. Everything felt off. They didn't feel like themselves. They weren't being themselves. But I definitely feel in the end here, this is someone realizing, it's someone who maybe feels it's too good to be true, or somebody, and it could be someone who has very high standards, or they look at the other person like, you're out of my league, because somebody is definitely a little high on themselves. Yeah, I don't know. I'm seeing both, but I'm actually seeing this energy of the Hierophant, good morals, values being on the same page. And definitely someone had entered a relationship and they're waiting for this to end before starting something new. So someone may have done this because they knew it was coming to an end. It's just a matter of waiting, finalizing things, agreements, whatever, contracts, negotiation, divorce, paperwork, whatever it was. But they really wanted to come together here. It's crazy sometimes. But yeah, it's all about two people playing it safe, being cautious. But I definitely feel somebody was really full of themselves. So some ego hiding under there. But it's energy because they didn't get what they wanted. Yeah. Tell me about this Nine of Cups. Yeah. Back and forth, should or shouldn't they, comparing one to the other. See, I feel we definitely have someone who robs Peter to pay Paul. One does not compare to the other. But it's definitely interesting because, yeah, look at, there's some sort of, we got a person, and now they're at the point, do they love me, do they not? Interesting. Some of you have a choice too, and you may be comparing someone to someone else, but the interesting thing is I don't know if it's somebody being smug saying to somebody here, you're not all that or something, but whatever it is, it's not a very nice thing to say, that's for sure. Somebody probably should have kept something to themselves if they did. But I really feel this is a positive energy. Someone admires somebody. Little secret admirer energy. Somebody just kind of keeping their distance, but they are going to reach out. But I do think somebody here isn't going to get what they want because of it. It didn't serve them to behave that way or to talk to someone like that. Interesting. Yeah, we have someone who definitely you're about to receive. Some of you are going to receive. There it is, the Pentacle. Someone wants to build with you. Yeah, I see a house, a home. Somebody may be putting a down payment on a home, or there's other things going on. But this is an energy of a person who's kind, compassionate, caring. Okay, and nurturing. So this is somebody who's definitely no longer talking to someone else here. See, while you're waiting. This is often what happens when you wait for one person and someone keeps someone waiting too long, another person comes in. And that's why I feel there's this person looking to see if you've started something new. But this is somebody I feel this is the person I think was kind of smug. They didn't give you what you wanted. If you had an agreement, and it could be someone who played someone for the fool, and you took a risk with someone, you see? And there was an agreement and they didn't follow through. They didn't pull their weight. So interesting. But you've got new, some of you have new coming in. And I have seen that in your readings for a while here, plus other stuff going on. Not everybody's exactly on the same path, but you're coming together with someone. You're going to come into alignment. I feel like you just weren't in alignment with this person. And I think it's morals, values, lifestyle. Someone doesn't play by the rules, society's rules. They just kind of, they're all focused on the physical connection. And that's where I feel it's telling you too about sacrificing, giving yourself to somebody, and they take advantage of you, of your generosity, of your kindness, compassion. So I feel some of you are definitely learning to definitely look before you leap. Yeah, but I do think you're going to play things a little more cautious. See, the Nine of Cups is an interesting card because it's often somebody here who, two people playing it safe. But on the other hand, we also have this energy of people who are a little full of themselves. And they think they're going to get what they want. And someone may have taken a risk and there was an agreement that there would be a commitment or take it to the next level. Some of you aren't giving in. So this is why I feel you've not taken something to the next level. The other person has a lot of respect for you. It makes you more desirable. But the other scenario is somebody who actually took advantage of someone because they took a risk and they took advantage of them, and there may have been some kind of an agreement and they didn't follow through and they got smug about it. They didn't get what they wanted, but I got what I wanted, that kind of attitude. So like I say, it's all coming out in the wash. I definitely feel some of you are definitely know your worth and your value. Your self-respect makes you more desirable, because if somebody tries to rush you into taking things to the next level, and if you take a risk, of course you can't blame the other person if you take a risk, but people should never take advantage of other people's kindness and generosity. So I feel like whatever it is you're putting out there, it's coming back to you. And I do think you've got a reason to celebrate. I see an offer, an invitation, and getting out there. And I do see meeting new people too, maybe traveling in different circles. So yeah. See, it's all about learning, I feel here too, learning the hard way. But this other person, whoever it is that's done to you, where they thought they were smug, where they thought they fooled you, the laugh's on them, because the universe is basically whatever they did to you is going to happen to them. And I actually feel that has already happened to someone. So, but you definitely have someone new coming in, someone who's happy, positive, high vibrational. Okay? Somebody who is leaving something behind, but it's a person who's not giving up on love. So whoever they are, you're going to be able to recognize. You might already know who they are, but there's somebody who's not giving up. They're a very happy person and quite nurturing and caring. See, where you'll fill each other's cups. You'll be reciprocating. You won't be feeling used or taken advantage of. I think this person's been in a similar situation. So, but like I say, always a little caution and be very careful always what you believe. So I do see this energy of things speeding up. Some of you have been there, done that too. If somebody tries to rush you to second level, and I don't mean commitment, I mean that physical connection, they may not have your best interest at heart. Because anybody who's sincere and really cares and wants to be with somebody long term isn't going to do that. They're going to want to spend as much time as they can with you. They just want to be with you. And that's how I feel is going to happen here. Look at that. See, partnering up. So you are going to get what you want. You're going to get your cup filled. But this is telling you what you have to do. Stop sacrificing yourself for somebody who's never going to give you what you want. Because they don't want the same thing. They don't follow society's rules. They're all about the physical connection. I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone who was juggling or unfaithful, maybe had choices. But I feel like you're at the point too, some of you are going to compare one person to the other. Okay? So try not to do that. Try to take this person at face value. If you feel something is off, they're not showing their true self. Okay? Don't be afraid to ask the questions, but don't let people take advantage of you. So there we have someone asking someone out, their cup runneth over. But I feel this is where you had a date with someone and they didn't get what they wanted. You didn't take it to the next level. You just went on a date, you hung out, and anybody who tries to keep you a secret, where they won't take you anywhere, not that that proves that somebody isn't up to anything, but anyone who tries to keep you a secret and they never introduce you to your friends or family, or they won't go out in public or anywhere, where they can be seen, put it that way, where they can be exposed, that's where you'll know. So this is about looking at the signs. See, the downloads. When your intuition kicks in and it warns you and tells you, that's when you need to just sit there and not give. But I do think you got love coming in. I do think some of you are going to couple up. You have someone who's bold, confident, brave. They know what they want. See, this is Aries masculine, Aries feminine energy. Take it as it resonates. But this is about someone who's confident. They know what they want. And when a person comes in confident, see, usually it's the insecure people that do these things, you see. This is a confident person. They're bold, yeah. They do come on pretty fast, pretty strong. But I also feel they have self-control. They're not going to rush you into anything, okay? They are bold. They like to talk. But you can see, been there, done that. So if you have that, you're going to know. But I feel this person's been through the same thing. Yeah, they don't want to rush. Nope, just a little bit at a time. Just a little bit, right? You just give a little bit to someone. You let them know you like them. You enjoyed their company, whatever. But don't let someone take advantage of you. Yeah, I feel some of you aren't going to listen, though. You're going to do it all over again. I got to be honest. I see just going for it. Look before you leap. Take it. It's all about a little test. That's what dating is a test to see if you're compatible. So you pay attention to people's body language, the signs, the signals, maybe cautioning you about not rushing. Some of you are going to do it again. Fool me once, twice. Yeah. It's telling it, like I say, sometimes the best things are worth waiting for. And I do think those of you are waiting and you're, focused on yourself, your home, your money, and whatever it is you need to do, the right person will come in. Okay? Take care. Bye for now.